Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy, Darnell YG. Can't get this channel right here, Dirty Creek Sportsman, and we're back with another episode of what? MLB The Show. Okay, so I was trying to live stream earlier, but I guess it ain't cracking today, but we gonna get here on a premiere video. So today, we got the last game of the Dodgers and the White Sox. Here in Chicago, the White Sox, I apologize. The Dodgers have came out and spanked the White Sox 30-7 in 2 games. Now they come in here for the last game of the home stretch for the Chicago White Sox, Game 3. Now they're trying to come out here and get to 70 wins, 13 losses, then going to St. Louis, the LA Dodgers. But we're going to get into more at the game. Dodgers, White Sox, here on ESPN Baseball, sponsored by Dirty Creek Sports. Let's go. You know how we do it.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out in the NL West, the Los Angeles Dodgers went deep 4 times as they beat the White Sox on the south side 6-3. The Rockies knocked out 12 hits as a team as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 6-3. The Diamondbacks' third baseman, number 53, made history by hitting for the cycle as the Diamondbacks took care of the Padres 10-4. The San Francisco Giants combined for a 4-hitter as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 4-3. Steven Strasburg earned the 3rd W of his season, helping Washington get past the Marlins 2-1. The New York Mets combined to allow only 4 hits as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 1-0. Jorge Polanco had 3 hits in the game, driving in 3, as the Pirates were winners over the Cardinals 10-2. His modest hitting streak was also extended to 5 straight games. The Royals' first baseman, number 30, hit for the cycle, leading the Royals over the Red Sox 4-2. He extended his hitting streak to a modest 6 straight games. Jose Barrios won the game, finishing a complete game 1-hitter as the Pinstripes pushed past the Cubs 2-0. His ERA is currently in the top 5 in the American League. The Reds combined for 4 total home runs as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 10-8. The Blue Jays put together 10 total hits as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 4-1. Tommy Pham was all over the diamond, hitting for the cycle as the Athletics claimed the victory over the Orioles 15-2. He is in the top 5 in the American League in stolen bases. The Tribe pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they took down the visiting Mariners 6-1. Devin Smeltzer got the win, putting him at double digits this season with 10 as the Twins disposed of the Tigers 4-1. He is among the AL leaders in wins. Mike Trout made history by hitting for the cycle as the Angels disposed of Houston 10-6. He is currently among the AL leaders in batting average. And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates from around the majors.
All right, we about to get into it right now. Chicago White Sox, LA Dodgers. Oh, hold up. Let's go to the All-Star voting. They got Freddie Freeman. I wonder how many votes oh boy. Matt Olson. Oh. Pavin Smith been cold. So it's me, Mookie, CJ Abrams. They probably put Fernando in there. Just imagine if the Dodgers trade for Fernando Tatis. Because we already got Tommy Edman this season. So Corey Seager, Javi Baez. gonna take these. Okay, clear skies. Clayton Kershaw out there pitching. A lot of their pitchers got high ERAs, but they get the win though. That's the whole thing about it. Trey Mancini, Jock Peterson. We're gonna see how this lineup gonna do. Get the brooms out. Might be a sweep. I think the Dodgers got the highest win percentage.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the LA Dodgers and the Chicago White Sox. The Dodgers look to end this 3-game interleague series with a sweep. Next. Michael Kopech is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Southsiders. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Here's Mookie Betts. First at-bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race.
There's a lot of ways to get on base. Base hit, a walk, hit by pitch. This guy's in the top 5 on base percentage. He does a little bit of all of those things.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. Fellas, these White Sox, as they enter play today, they come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
Robert is in retreat as he pulls it in for the first out. A chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Mark, how do they go about breaking out the brooms on the road?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing, and that's moving the ball over the fence. This is a station-to-station team. Not a lot of speed in this lineup, but they don't need much speed when they're moving traffic to both gaps.
So here's Trey Mancini as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Mancini brings a ton of pop to the plate with him, particularly against right-handed pitching. Some guys don't drive the ball as well when facing a pitcher who throws from the same side that they swing the bat, but that's certainly not the case here.
Yeah, this guy just absolutely hammers right-handed pitching. You know, some guys like the ball in, coming towards them, and that's exactly what the righty-on-righty matchup presents itself. A 2-seamer in, a 4-seamer that leaks out over the plate, a hanging breaking ball. This guy seems to absolutely hammer those.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. And a great day for baseball here. 81 degrees at first pitch. Big swing by Mancini now, and this is carrying well to left. Jimenez is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
I mean, it was still a good hit, though. So.
Stepping up now, Christian Carter. He's definitely a long ball threat, currently 3rd in the National League in that category.
I know it's still early in the season, but I expect him to keep up this pace with the power numbers. He's got immense power in that bat.
Now the pitch.
See White. Let's go. That Change up.
2 out, nobody on. Oh, and he gets a fastball up in the zone, and he hammers it out to deep left field. And this baby is gone.
Christian Carter got 30 of them this year. I like to see that.
So a solo shot down the line in left, and even 30 home runs on the year. And the Dodgers strike first, 1-0.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in this series. I'm not sure what more they need to see, but this is not the guy I want to be pitching to right now.
Into the box now, Darnell Mason having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase.
What a season this guy's having. Currently leads the league in runs batted in. So not only is he just hitting, but he's hitting with runners in scoring position. This guy's been bringing home the mail all season long.
Grounded weakly to the left. And this ball's right past him at first base. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Now to the plate, Freddie Freeman. And the Dodgers with an opportunity for more here in the first.
I've ever seen.
He's set. Here it comes. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Hey, D-Row, they're off to a nice 2-0 lead right here. Now I think it's time to keep the pressure on and try to add on.
Yeah, this guy's a quality pitcher, and you know at any moment he gets into a rhythm, he can rattle off some donuts up there. So this is a nice job by the offense, but not done yet.
Coming to the plate now, Kenny Lofton. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting.
Wow. There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
That corner pitch. I see most batters, they don't like the pitch off the corner. That's because they're trying to smoke the ball.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner.
He's trying to smoke the ball.
Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Freeman, the runner at first with 2 gone. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Row. I think he rewards the veteran players.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. LA's on top, 2-0. Clayton Kershaw will be on the mound for the boys in blue. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that has 99 career losses. The one thing I'm certain that he doesn't want to do is pick up career loss number 100 in this one here today. So it's going to be awfully important, 1, that his team scores him some runs, and 2, he shuts down the opponent early.
And the next to bat will be Tim Anderson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's the pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. Nero, Danny, this LA Dodger ball club as they enter play here this afternoon. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team is playing well right now, and they got their ace on the mound. This guy has unbelievable stuff, and I can't underestimate the fact that this is a day game. We are creatures of habit. Guys are used to playing 7 o'clock games at night and rolling out of bed around 12, 1 o'clock and heading to the yard. Instead, they're going to get stuff thrown down their throat right at that time. I hope these guys got out of bed and got a few cups of coffee in.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now.
See how Kershaw can get moving.
The 1-2 is in there. A called strike 3.
Tim Anderson takes the strike.
Set to get his day started. Danny Mendick batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. First pitch coming. Here it is. Ball 1.
He got a couple of hits off the Dodgers. 2 nights in a row.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Here we go. Ball 2 now. Two-0 count. The pitch. Popped him up. Freeman moving to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. A moment here from the south side to take a look at the Pale Hose starting lineup in this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matt, this lineup finds themselves down 2 runs. Nothing crazy. Everyone relax. Stay within the game plan. Find a way to execute and get 1 run on the board and get back in this.
So here's Yoan Moncada as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's got that average up over 340 now. 18 homers, 53 RBIs. And it's fouled away. Kershaw's ready. 0-2 on its way. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Peterson has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over.
3 outs. There we go.
1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They trail things here 2-0. Stepping in, Jock Peterson. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
JP.
Here's the first pitch to him. Well hit to right, but that's a foul ball. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the Dodgers have really dominated so far. They've got the chance to complete a sweep with a win in this one.
These teams don't match up all that often, but due to interleague, they get a chance to play this season, and it's really difficult to sweep a team in a 3-game series when you don't play that team all that often.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Chicago White Sox. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Into the box now, Jalen Miller. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. He gets under it and makes the catch in the deep part of the field.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Will Smith.
Settling in now, Will Smith. He's got 3 hits in 6 tries for the series. First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And the inning kept alive now for Mookie Betts.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in. He's able to drive that for a nice swing.
Next for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. 0 for 1 here in the early going. from the stretch. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. Robert has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. One left for LA, but they're on top 2-0. Digging in, Eloy Jimenez, and he'll be looking to change his fortunes in this one. He's seen his numbers take a bit of a dive in recent action.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Hit in the air to center field.
Mookie up under it. Okay. Mookie
there to look at in his bets, and that's out number 1.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And, fellas, the one thing I'm excited about today is watching this team flash the leather, pick it and grin. In the National League, this team has the highest fielding percentage. That screams to their pitchers taking them to some nice steak dinners on the road.
In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. And one thing that would certainly help their cause in going for the sweep is if they can break out the big bats like they did yesterday. Several home runs in that ball game.
It's not easy to hit home runs with this day and age with guys throwing with increased velocity. They were knocking the ball out of the ballpark all day yesterday. They'd like to save a couple of those and use them in this game today.
The Dodgers had a lot of success at the plate yesterday, a double-digit hit total as a team, so they'd like to make that happen again as they go for the sweep.
This one isn't in the books yet, but when you're going for the sweep and you have a nice lead like they do early on here, things are looking awfully good for the sweep department.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And he fouls this one off. Now the payoff pitch home. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Another payoff pitch. Hit hard to the right side. Foul.
Zara trying to hold on.
Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Striding in, Luis Robert trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the 2nd. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Off the plate, ball 1.
A ball and a strike. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Hey, I admit I'm a little biased. There's nothing better than that pop of a glove on a good fastball. Looking forward to hearing a lot more of that pop the rest of this one.
Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. Skied into straightaway right. Lofton is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Down in order go the White Sox. They're still down. It's 2-0. Standing in, Trey Mancini, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Mancini carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
Yeah,
On the year,
I was
Mancini
guessing.
begins play with a slugging percentage north of
Change up like it's way
.525.
outside.
Certainly a line he can take pride in. Line toward the alley in left center.
Trey Mancini.
And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Like I said, it's about
I
to
don't
get
think he
real
could have
exciting.
dissected those fielders any better if
Third
he tried.
inning and down,
Drove that
because
one
that's
into the
when
alley
the
for a
game really
gapper
chunks
that'll
up.
bring him easily into
First,
second base.
second. I mean, you get your wind up. I mean, you warm up. Third and down.
So now to the plate, Christian Carter. Liner in there for a base hit. And he is in there. And they'll
Trey
put the
Mancini
brakes on at
throws out.
third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up and just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Darnell Mason will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first
He
time up.
could have got that. But 58 home runs. Did he get 59 today?
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Carter rounds the corner and is headed home. Tried to make it home when he shouldn't have, and now they've got him hung up. But he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. And a ball, 1-0.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
Freddie Freeman makes some magic happen.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Now the 2-0. A bullet to first base.
That was a good hit, though.
Now batting, right fielder, Teddy Watson.
Now at the plate, Kenny Lofton. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
He's set, and the pitch. Popped him up. Madrigal is there. 2 down.
Great scoring opportunity miss right there. You talk about frustration, popping it up with 2 runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one back.
At the plate, Jock Peterson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Seared down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Dodgers get 1 in the inning on the RBI double. Bottom of the third coming up. It's now 3-0 Los Angeles. So digging in now, Ryan O'Hearn, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it.
3-0 ball game. Let's go.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Well located fastball right there. If he can continue to do that, he'll pitch deep into this one.
2-1 the count to the White Sox first baseman. And he got him to chase after a bad one there. 2-2.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
Lofton is there, 1 away.
The second baseman,
Standing in, Nick Madrigal. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope. Outside.
Thought he was going to check. Hold on, y'all.
The White Sox are still looking to break into the hit column here. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike. The 1-1. Misses for the second ball. Fouled away. Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
At the plate, Dom Nunez. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 2 home runs, and he's driven in 24.
It's a lead coming from up top.
Kershaw looks in. Here's the 1-0.
Look out, 1-1.
No contact there, and it's 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Go to a hotel and no shit. They will have to fix.
And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They trail it here 3-0.
When you live in the projects, nigga.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jalen Miller, as we begin the top of the 4th. First offering on its way.
Fastball strike.
Wind up and the 0-1.
Damn.
And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Now batting, the catcher.
That slider has some heat on it.
Striding in once again, Will Smith. He reached on a single in his first try. Here it comes. And he takes ball 1.
Okay. I'll take that. I'll definitely take that.
The 1-0 home. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
2-2 to the Dodgers catcher.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in, make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Here now the 2-2.
Nope.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. The 3-2 pitch. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole and getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
So that'll bring in Mookie Betts. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. To second for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Dodgers lead it 3-0. So to the plate is the White Sox DH. Tim Anderson back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Here's the pitch.
Good strike. They got to make some adjustments. They got to stretch this league. It's the bottom of the 4th. It's just a 3-point lead. Well, a 3-run lead.
1-1.
Kershaw got to hit that zone a lot more.
Kershaw now on 1-1. Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first in time. 1 away.
Good range shown off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
Yeah, like I said, my bad. I ain't really giving too much commentary. Just
now at the plate, Danny Mendick. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The leak and all that shit, so I'm still here with you.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. This gets foul. It's 0-1.
It's all good. Baby. Ooh.
Line, but speared on a hop.
It's the quarterback.
First to take care of him, and Kershaw is in control now. 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman,
So there are 2 gone now in the White Sox 4th, and that'll bring up the former top prospect as a minor leaguer, Yoán Moncada. Kershaw gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch.
Ooh, good strike, boy. Boy.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
It's my fault.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. No runs, no hits, 1 error thus far for the White Sox. This is line to left, and the White Sox have their first hit of the game.
He almost threw a no-hitter.
So they'll get a 2-out base runner here as we check out the list of the best hitting teams roughly midway through the season. And we find that these guys are currently 3rd best in the AL in that department.
Twins, Yankees, White Sox, Astros, Angels, Blue Jays, and somebody else.
Standing in now, Eloy Jimenez, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Fouled off.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. A man left for the White Sox. They trail in this one 3-0. All set for the start of the inning, and striding forward the designated hitter, Trey Mancini.
Back at the top.
First offering on its way. A swing and a ground ball to 3rd. Oh, and he fans on it at 3rd. It's down the left field line. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out.
Up next to the Dodgers, the 3rd baseman.
Didn't have much faith in that one. See bite.
Into the box, Christian Carter. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Christian Carter.
Now this is the kind of count this
Darnell
guy
Mason
feeds
Jr.
on at the plate.
I just
You can
think
bet
about
he's geared to hit the fastball
Look
right
what
here.
the Los Angeles Rams going to do this year.
The 2-0 on the way. Weak grounder down the first baseline.
It bounced too much.
And with his speed, forget it. It's an infield single.
Boy, when things are good, things are going really good. How about a swinging bunt infield single right there for his
like
3rd knock of the game, D-Row?
Yeah, he has to be feeling frisky right now.
Base
He's had
hit
2
like
great
a base
at-bats, and then this
hit.
one, he's 100% on fire. Getting an infield single for his 3rd knock of the game, that's awesome.
At the plate now, Darnell Mason. And he'll take a look at ball 1.
President 29 RBIs.
The 1-0 home. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. Mancini rounds 3rd and is digging for the plate. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. The tag, and he is out at 3rd base. It's a double play. The tag's there, and he is out. A triple play. So no runs here on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Dodgers 3 and the White Sox nothing. Welcome back to the South Side as we check in with Heidi.
Well, Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the White Sox offense with their manager in between innings. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Ready for another chance? Nomar Mazara leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
In sports at that.
Now here it comes.
Hey.
The windup and the 0-1. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
That was nasty.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
And this will be fouled away. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off 1-2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Now the pitch.
You know, these kind of at-bats can drive you crazy when you're on the mound. I mean, he's been ahead of him pretty much the whole time, but he just can't put him away. Not only that, but it's costing him a lot of bullets.
The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
The 3-2 pitch. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. He's got it. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
There's a lot of pitches in that battle.
Now in the box, Luis Robert flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Pitch on the way. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. The 1-1. It's in there for strike number 2.
Okay.
Popped him up.
Watch that bat, fool.
And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Now batting, number 62.
Now at the plate, Ryan O'Hearn. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Kershaw gets the sign. First pitch on the way.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Right fielder looking up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
How do you just jump like that?
A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 21 for him on the season.
I don't know why he
White
just jumped
Sox
like
are
that,
back
but
in it.
oh
It's
well.
a 3-1 ball game.
Still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets them going.
To the plate now, Nick Madrigal. As Kershaw will get the upper hand here with strike one. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
I love the aggressive approach at the plate, but if you're not seeing the ball, maybe you have to take a step back. You find yourself with 2 strikes, absolutely battling for your life right now.
This pitch is popped up. Freeman is there, and the side is retired. White Sox able to draw a bit closer thanks to this home run. We're through 5 here this afternoon. It's the Dodgers 3 and the White Sox 1. Adam Morgan takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 47, Adam Morgan.
Freddie Freeman.
Top half of the 6th
Up at
about
the
to get
plate.
started. And in to bat next, one of the
First
best
bat.
run producers in the game, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Jason Fields hasn't. That fool hasn't played since what, April? Like, hopefully he can come out there and help them do some things. You feel me?
Here's the pitch.
1-0.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
The 1-0. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Ready for another shot now, Kenny Lofton. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing.
Look like LeBron James. On the right, you can't say he don't look like LeBron James.
We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
The left fielder, number 31, Josh.
It's my time and be off. I understand. It's not the bad.
So 2 gone now for the Dodgers in the 6th. And in steps a former World Series hero, the outfielder Jock Peterson. First pitch on its way. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1.
Guess where he's going with this next pitch? Probably a little further outside. See if the fish are still biting.
2 out, nobody on. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
See, it's not the batter, it's mine. Right.
The batter is second baseman, Jalen Miller.
Stepping in now, Jalen Miller, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there. It's strike one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 0-1 pitch.
In the dirt.
Ball, 1 strike.
Man, Tyrese went off last night. I told everyone, but let me keep my mouth shut.
Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late, and you can't even put a good swing on it.
Yeah, that is a tough pitch.
And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance.
Second baseman or the shortstop was it.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Well, he's really been good all game long until that one. He was definitely not trying to hit a guy when he's got 2 strikes on him. It just appeared that it got away from it.
Into the box now, Will Smith. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
He's still throwing that changeup.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Now this is driven out to deep right center. This could be trouble. And this will get all the way to the wall now. And the runner will score from second. Throw won't get him.
This thing was a double or more the second it left his bat. He really drove it well, and it ended up one-hopping the wall out there. And more importantly, he picks up 2 RBI along the way.
Into the box now, Mookie Betts. To the left side, but it's well fouled. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
You don't want that pitch. You about to throw something else.
Comes set with the 0-1. Into right center field, and this ball's going to get down, a base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's 6-1. So he's able to come through here with 2 away, and that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Steven Matz takes over here with the runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Number 32, Steven.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. The 1-0. back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
Yeah, Mookie doesn't have
that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Standing in now, Christian Carter as a drive out toward the gap in left center. Betts is on his way home. He scores, and it's now a 6-run lead. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy. Runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double the drive and another run. This guy is a money run producer.
Into the box, Darnell Mason. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. Dodgers lead this one 7-1. Stepping in, Dom Nunez. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And this is low, ball 1. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-1 home is in off the plate.
There
2-2.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
At the plate now, Tim Anderson. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. No hits to this point. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error thus far for the White Sox. Freeman is up with it. Now the 1-2 pitch from Kershaw. Lifted into the air out toward center field. Betts is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Up next for the White Sox, the shortstop, Danny Mendick.
Now at the plate, Danny Mendick. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. And it's fouled away.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Kershaw into the windup. Here's the 0-1.
0-1.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
Popped him up. Freeman has room in foul territory, and the inning is over. Down in order go the White Sox. They're down 7-1. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with the report as we get set for the top of the 7th. Heidi?
Matt, during the break, I caught up with LA's manager to discuss his thoughts on the Dodgers offense so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said it's one of those games where everything has come together for his hitters. From their approach, to their swings, to the results. It's all working. One key indicator of that, 6 extra base hits to this point in the game.
All right, thanks, Heidi. New inning set to get underway, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Here it comes. Line toward the gap in left center, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Digging in once again, Kenny Lofton. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Lofton is carrying around a batting average in the 320s. That's what you might call potent.
Matty, this is one of the best offensive forces in the sport. Not only an amazing batting average, but does it in a variety of different ways with damage.
No one out with a runner at second. 3-0 now. Jock Peterson will be next. The 3-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Robert has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
The left fielder, number 31, Jock Peterson.
Digging in now, Jock Peterson. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Turned on down the line. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Takes it himself, and he got him.
The batter number 8, second baseman, Jalen Miller.
Digging in, Jalen Miller, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball 1.
Men on third with 2 down. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. The relay, and he is in there with an RBI triple.
Man, they're just piling it on now. That RBI triple makes it a 7-run lead. It's hard enough to come back from a 7-run deficit in football. You can't score any touchdowns in this game.
Brandon Workman comes on the pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. In now, Will Smith. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. Mazzara is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Only one in the inning here for the guys in blue. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. Dodgers out in front, 8-1. Jason Fields will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next, the dangerous power threat, Yohan Moncada.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Scooped up. And a good throw gets him one gone.
Now back, left fielder.
And now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Eloy Jimenez. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Nomar Mazzara is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. That's down into left center for a base hit.
You know, D-Roll, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After that knock, that's only the third hit of the game, and we're getting late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing the bats a little bit better. That's their third knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
At the plate, Luis Robert. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 2 out with the man at first. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. White Sox lead 1. It's still an 8-1 ball game. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Mookie Betts. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Oh, that's off.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Robert is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first
Man,
out.
that was a
Good
snatch
contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be
I
on
thought that was
base
over
with
the wall.
some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Coming to the plate now, Trey Mancini. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup. First offering on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Mazzara back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Third baseman, Christian Carter.
So coming to the plate, Christian Carter, and we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep, and it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot to right center. His second home run of the game as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
To the plate now, Darnell Mason. Line hard toward right center. And this is into the alley, and he might be looking at his third double of the game. And he is into second base with a double, his third hit this afternoon.
I think they're way past due changing their approach to this guy. Whatever they're doing strategy-wise, it's not working. That's his third double of the game, so he's feeling pretty good at this one.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. In his career, Freeman is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
Yeah, Matty, I know in today's game, batting average isn't held in high regard, but for a career to be north of 300, you're doing it.
The throw into second. But he'll get in there with an RBI double.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
Standing in now, Kenny Lofton, as he'll follow one into the dirt and come up empty for the first strike. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. The 0-1 hit in the air down the right field line. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score. Man, this guy is a blur on the base pass, Danny.
He was really motoring around the bases. I think he had every intention of stretching that one into a triple. He definitely has the wheels, but the ball bouncing over for an automatic double put an end to any of those kind of thoughts.
Jimmy Cordero enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Still here with y'all, man. I hope you're enjoying the game, man. I said, I'm back in the shit fixing the week, so.
Here's Jock Peterson now. A swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Oh, 0-1 count and the pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Dodgers lead it 11-1. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn.
That last at-bat when he hit the home run, that's not an easy pitch to hit a homer. That was a changeup that was in off the plate. Most of the times you'll see a guy swing at that pitch. It's a hard pitch to keep fair. A lot of guys will hook that ball foul into the bleachers.
And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. As mentioned early in the broadcast, this series finale had the potential to result in a series sweep, and at this point in the game, it's looking rather promising.
Hey, Matty V, Yogi Berra had a great saying, it ain't over till it's over. Well, this one's just about over with the team playing as well as they are and leading by as much as they are. This one is pretty much in the books.
I guess the last part of the video
sliced
will be the
hard,
best
but
part.
foul to the left. And it certainly would be a big morale boost to a team if they're able to complete a sweep like this one on the road in hostile territory.
No doubt about it. You talk about bragging rights.
Fields.
2 cities that love their baseball teams, and geographically they match up. Even though they're not division foes,
like,
it's for bragging rights, and this is what it's all
game,
about.
He's going to get his job back. So. What y'all think? Next game, should Jason Fields get his job back?
So coming to the plate, Nick Madrigal. He's 0-for-2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And now pitch on the way.
I thought you got again. Jay Fields. Jay Fields.
1 out, nobody on. Oh,
Jay
fastball
Feezy.
swung on and
Jay
missed, and for the
Feezy.
second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Anytime a
That's
pitcher
his new
locates a
name,
fastball
Jay
on the
Feezy,
inside
bro.
corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Into the box, Dom Nunez, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The windup and the 0-1. Grounded up the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Here it comes. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They trail by double digits, 11-1.
That nigga was skipping like, yeah,
All set
got
to
my
start
job
the
back.
9th in this one. And standing in is the power-hitting second baseman, Jalen Miller.
2 power hitters, 2 contact hitters. 2 power and contact hitters. And 1 just okay contact and okay power. I think he should make those 2 Chase and Tim Anderson and Yohan Moncada. Danny Mendick, just go straight at Danny Mendick. But Moncada and Tim Anderson, yeah, make him chase.
From the stretch. Center field.
That was a good swing, though.
Robert is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9.
Up next to the Dodgers, the catcher, Will Smith.
Stepping up to the plate, Will Smith. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo shot here to left. Number 18 for him on the campaign as this lead got even wider.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
I'll be wondering, like, what go through these teams' minds when they be thinking, like, oh, man, we got to go up against the Dodgers.
So
today.
now to the plate, Mookie Betts, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball.
If I got to go up against a team
offense,
that's this great,
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy,
look, we
when
just
the
gonna
weather
go out there,
starts to
play our
warm up and
best.
the ball starts jumping
Let's
out
get a
like
win.
this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Designated hitter, Trey Mancini.
So striding in, Trey Mancini.
Kochek, this is how he tried to play the Dodgers today. He went aggressively into the strike zone,
Here's the
but
first offering. Line to the
he
right
got
side.
burnt, too, because, like,
And that'll split the gap as it
Dodgers
should
have
be
great
extra
hitters.
bases. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Christian Carter is going to have another crack at it here, and it's been a great offensive performance for him so far. This was back in the 8th, his second home run of the game, as he dearly loved to make it 3 right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Making him chase ain't gonna work either. You're just gonna have to put it either
popped him up
somewhere like that, right there, or the bottom of the zone, the edge of the zone. Because
Nunez is there to make the catch, and the side is retired.
Pop flies and
only one in the inning here for the guys in blue. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order due up. It's the Dodgers 12 and the White Sox 1. Caleb Mack will come on in relief now as he'll make his 35th appearance of the season.
Caleb Mack.
38 strikeouts, 13 walks. And I noticed that the Dodgers, they warm their pitchers up a whole inning, not a half an inning, or during the time that they want the pitcher to, you know what I'm saying, bro, they throw it, they tell them to go out there warm up a whole inning before. Why? So they can be ready by the time they get up in the game. A whole inning, that's enough throwing. So that's going to get your arm ready from the relievers and the closers, from practice to game team. Look at that. All of his warm-up pitches inside the zone. That's what you want to see from Caleb Mack. Look. They would probably call that a ball, but in my eyes, that's a strike. There we go.
Striding forward now is the DH, Tim Anderson, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and 1 strike.
Really warming up for the game, too.
Softly on a line to third.
Ooh.
And this will be no problem over at third, and there's the first out.
Now batting, shortstop.
1 away.
Mendez.
Ready now for the White Sox. Danny Mendick in his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Skied down the left field line.
Let's go.
And this will wind up a foul ball. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Curveball grounded towards second.
I was just about to call that pitch.
Throw on to first, and the White Sox are down to their final out now.
And it seems like great minds think alike.
The third baseman,
I would have told him to throw that pitch too.
White Sox down to their final
Down to
out,
their final
and that'll
out.
bring up the
Everybody
former top
stand up.
prospect as a minor leaguer, Yohan Moncada.
Dirty Creek Nation, stand
Ready
up.
to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it.
That's
and
game,
they'll
baby.
Squeeze this one for the final out, and the Dodgers go on the road and sweep their rivals.
Well, these guys feel pretty good about themselves, and they should. Anytime you can come into somebody else's ballpark and sweep a 3-game tilt, you're doing something right. Great team effort.
12-1 at the end of this one. Los Angeles pick up win number 70 to top the division. Clayton Kershaw gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year, permitting only 2 hits in 6 complete innings. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
So we got Christian Carter as the player of the game.
39 minutes.
Will Smith, he got
Thank
3
you
for
for
4.
joining us here this afternoon.
DLYG,
And
3
we
for
remind you
5.
this
Freddie
week,
Freeman,
right
3 for
home
5.
safely.
So, Ryan O'Hearn, Yohan Moncada, Nomar Mazara. Let me tell you, these teams are really going to have to step it up when you're playing up against the LA Dodgers. Darnell Mason, great player, on his way to becoming the home run king of this season. He's already there for real, but he's on the way to taking the record. I bet any amount of money, steak dinner, a comp on a vacation, whatever. He's going to get that record, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's already June, starting July in a few hours, and they'll be in St. Louis, in a place where one of the great home run kings, Mark McGwire, played. You know what I'm saying? I want to see how he's going to adjust to that ballpark or whatever. But like I said, you're going to have to adjust your thinking, your game plan, and your strategy for the LA Dodgers. Because if you don't, you're going to go down to games like these, 12-1, 6-3, 24-4. Like, come on, man. Like, they put up almost 50 runs in the last 3 games. 50 runs, like almost 50 runs, like it's like that song saying, ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. These Dodgers are on the move, and I'm gonna tell you, playoff time, I'm kind of scared because fatigue sits in the cold chill of early, mid, late September, October. It really sets into your bones or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, how will these guys fare when trying to get the win in the postseason? How will these guys come out on top and getting the win in the World Series if they make it there? You got so many other teams. You got Chicago. You got the Mets. You got the Yanks. Like, just to name a few that's going to come out there and give the Dodgers some problems. You know what I'm saying? Washington is on the rise coming up. They're doing good. You know what I'm saying? They're on a few-game slide, but they still going to get theirs, and they're going to do what they're going to do. But like I said, what about that? We're moving into the month of July where they face St. Louis, Colorado, Pittsburgh. You got Washington again at home. You got the Mets coming up, and that's a series that I'm waiting to see, the Mets. That Monday night game will be on ESPN. That Tuesday night game will be on Fox. And that Wednesday game, I'm not sure. I think it's to be announced on that one. But these fellas, like I said, if you really want to make the case of beating the Dodgers, you're going to have to think some way else. You're going to have to think differently. You're going to have to think like the Dodgers. Think like a champion. Think like great players. Because why? The Dodgers, they have great players. You know what I'm saying? But still, though, it's a lot of baseball left. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of baseball still to play. We still got the whole month of July, August, and September. So we got 3 months left for regular season. Then we got the whole month of October for playoff baseball. where will the Dodgers sit at? You know what I'm saying? Where will they stand? Will Darnell Mason Jr. and all these other guys be tired out? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Don't say who cares. Yes, we care, because why? If you don't rest these guys properly, they're going to come out there and falter when it all counts, when the pressure is really turned up, because it's already turned up on them. They're 70-0, 70-13, got their 70th win, 13 losses. They're expected and picked to be the World Series champions. There's no other way around it. But I thank everybody for coming through, man. I appreciate y'all kicking it with your boy. I'm your host, Dirty Creek Sports, Darnell YG. Peace and love. Can't forget that. We out, baby.